Today I'm going to show you the indoor timer I use to hook up to my grow light. This is a product that I bought on Amazon a few years ago for about $25, and it saved me a lot of time on having to not maintain my grow lights indoor by turning it on and off every day. So I'm going to show you how to use it.
So you'll notice that looks like a long power strip. So on this side we have the switch control, and basically what that means is just like any outlet, you can plug it in, and this is the on and off button. So if you turn this on, which is the red light, this will turn off anything that's plugged into it. And of course, if you turn it off, it will turn off this side. This side is our timer control. So that means anything that you have plugged here will be controlled by your settings that you put in here. Okay. Obviously, it has to be on for the timer control to work. But that's the difference between the two sides. You notice here that you can also turn these. So let's say that you weren't using one. You can turn it to close it and then turn it to open it. So I have 4 grow lights that I am running, and I use all 4 of these sides. So 4 grow lights here. And as an example, if I'm using a heating pad, I will plug it in on this side. Or if I was, I don't know, using a fan or something like that, I could plug it in on this side. But that's what that looks like. So let's zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see the screen here and the buttons, and I'll show you how I set my settings. We have the Dewenwils indoor timer here that I use for my grow light. I'm going to show you how to set it up. Just kind of some feature. Here's the power switch on and off. Obviously red is on. You have a screen here with the current time and some other additional items. So up here is SU, which means Sunday. So days of the week will be up here. Right here it's AM, PM. Then you have some other feature here. This says auto on, but I can move these things around. Like if I wanted to turn it off, I can turn it off here, but I'm going to show you that. So first let's set our date and time. So what we want to do is press set, and then it's going to give you the year. So you can adjust it, so plus or minus here. So if I wanted to go up or I wanted to go down. And then once you have what you want, you hit set again to go to the next function. This is going to be month, so it is June. I'm going to leave it like this, but of course remember plus or minus. I hit set. This is the day, so today this is the correct day, and then I'm going to hit set. And then now on the bottom here, it's going to say DST off is blinking. DST means daylight savings time, and I don't want it on because I'm gonna run this indoors and at the time that I set, so I really don't care about DST on being on. So I'm gonna keep it off, hit set, and then what it's going to give now is the current time. So it is 11:56 a.m., but I'm going to change the minutes, so 11 is correct. And I'm going to change it down to the current time. So you see how I use the plus or minus set. And then here it gives you 3, if you look in the manual, it has 3 different functions. So depending on, look at that map, so depending on where you live, you can set it. So I'm in the south, so I'm going to hit set here. But really it doesn't matter. This is more so if you use the daylight savings time feature, but I'm just going to set it as south and hit set. And now it's going to ask about daylight savings times. Like I said, I don't really care about this. This talks about sunrise, and it just has at 6:24 a.m. I'm going to keep bypassing it, 8:29 p.m. for sunset. Again, I'm just going to bypass it because I'm not using that feature. Now, what we have here, if you notice up top, you'll notice that here are the days of the week blinking. So it's asking me, what days of the week do I want this timer to go on and off? If I were to hit the plus sign, you notice now I have only Monday through Friday. If I push it again, I have the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. If I push it again, now it's going to give me individual days, okay? So I'm just going to scroll through because I want this to run every single day of the week because plants don't care about what time of the week it is, okay? They just want sun and water and some love. So I'm going to keep it like this, and I'm just going to push set. Now it's going to ask me, what time do I want it to start? I'm going to have it start at 7:30 p.m. So if I wanted to change it, I could change it, okay? You notice the 7 is blinking and the p.m. is blinking, but you also notice on the bottom here it's a 1 and it says on. What time do I want this to turn on? So the number 1 means there's different settings on here. On this timer, there are 7 different settings, but I'm just going to set 1. So let's say that you had multiple things in here that you wanted to start at different times. So you can set the first setting, the second, the third, and so forth onto 7. But I just am very simple. I just want it to come on and come off, so I'm going to use just 1. So I'm going to keep it at 7:30 p.m. because that's when I want it to turn on. And if you notice that it doesn't give you very much time to adjust it, so if you got to play around with it a while, you know, like you saw, I just went back and pushed the set button to keep all my previous settings. So I want to keep that at 7, and I want to keep it at 7:30. Of course, I can change it if I want. Now it's going to ask me for this first setting, what time do I want it to go off? So yes, every day of the week, I'm going to set it. I want it to go off at 5 a.m. So I'm going to hit set and set. And now it gives me my second setting. So it has all these lines across because, like I said, you can set it here if you want for the time and date, but I'm not going to use it. So I'm just going to keep pushing set. You see it went from on to off. And then I'm going to do that until I get to all the way through to 7. Okay? So now it took me back to my first screen and just check to see. So it's 11:57 a.m. It's Sunday. My light is on. So the only thing I need to set now is to make this automatically turn on and off. Okay? So right now, if you look on the very bottom, it says off. But I want the automatic timer, which is the timer control, to go on. I'm going to push auto because what I'm looking for is for it to say auto on. That means those times that I set, anything plugged in on this side will turn on with that setting that I set. So to come on at 7:30 p.m. and turn off at 5 a.m. Now, I might want to go back and change that later because I might increase it a little bit because, like I said, I'm probably going to give it about 12 hours. So I may have it start a little bit sooner, or I may have it start or end a little bit later. This is how I use this automatic timer. This has really helped me a lot with being able to give my indoor seedlings light, and then I don't have to fuss with it or anything like that. Okay, hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button, and I'd love it if you would subscribe and click that bell to get notification for future videos.